Voice acting, in my opinion, is probably one of the most interesting career paths that I think anybody could take. I mean, it allows opportunities for anyone to voice as any character they'd like to try to aim for. You basically become that character. You know, when you listen to the people that are voicing these characters, and if they have the talent and they're able to push that out there, they have the charisma for it, when you listen to them just speak as the character, sometimes it can come off beautifully and even divine. It's like imagination. When you were a kid, you probably thought about something that you watched on TV, and you thought, man, I'm gonna be that badass. And then you basically just jump into the role of being the character. You know, it's pretty much like that. Just playing, but this time you're actually getting paid for it. You know, like, Daddy needs a bit of money in the wallet so he can pay the bills, you know what I mean? But, you know, when it comes down to it, sometimes voice actors can strike you so well with their performance, it stays with you for your entire lifetime. You'll never forget how they did it because they were so well at their job. And sometimes you'll never forget their best moments or lines either.
Well, only if destroying an innocent soul concerns you.
Nah. As the president of a major corporation, I have to do that every day.
Now this brings us to May 3rd, where Little Kuriboh had a statement. Now, for those of you who are not aware, or may already be aware, Little Kuriboh is the one who does Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. He came out with a brain-dead take stating, "Black voice actors should be playing black characters. It's not about whether the actor sounds black enough. It's about letting performers speak from a place of truth. It's about letting performers who have been notoriously sidelined actually perform, at the very goddamn least."
Do not be a retard.
You know, this is probably one of the stupidest takes I've heard in a while. I don't know, a person should get the job because, maybe because they have the talent for it. That's the point of it in the first place. You're trying to find the best person suited for the job, the person who has the talent, the person who can bring the character to life. You know, that's the point of acting. Not, oh man, well, we gotta find that person with the right skin color because that's what really matters. I mean, that's just backward talk. You're drinking stupid juice. Besides, when it comes down to it, race, gender, sexuality, none of that should matter. It's the talent, your performance, and bringing the character to life. That's what matters when it comes to that. Little Kuriboh's statement here is all kinds of wrong, and, you know, when you think about it, it actually makes him sound exactly like a hypocrite. Because, thinking about it, he built his career off the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series, which the characters are clearly Japanese, and some of them are Egyptian, and he's a white guy voicing them. So by his logic, that means that only Japanese and Egyptian people should be voicing Japanese and Egyptian people, not him. You know, if you ever notice, when it comes to somebody saying, oh, I'm progressive, or they try to virtue signal or do any of this kind of stuff, it always proves that they're regressive people because they always do the opposite of what they say they stand for. Every single time. It always happens. And then, this was sent to me by my Discord mod saying, note, this video may contain transphobic, homophobic, sexist, or other types of humor or dialogue that no longer represent how I, the creator of the video, wish to present my works. At the time, I thought of it as harmless jokes, but it is clear that the damage has been done, and by such dismissive and toxic writing on my part, I apologize for it, and there's no real excuse for using it. Oh god, he apologized for a fan-based parody.
It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
You know, this reminds me back in November of 2022, when Jameson Price, who used to voice as Chad, came out stating this, "To all the many fans of Bleach, I have loved being a part of the Bleach universe and voicing Chad. It was a difficult decision to say no to coming back for the 1,000-Year Blood War, but I no longer audition for roles of people of color. Representation matters, access matters." Oh, God. Oh, man. You know, here's the thing. Race doesn't matter. It comes down to the talent. Look at Phil Lamar, who was Samurai Jack. He was fantastic. I don't think anybody can argue that. I mean, he is Samurai Jack. There's no question. Yeah, he's not Asian, but who cares? He did the role perfectly. He brought Jack to life, and that's what mattered. Because he had the talent, the passion, and soul for it. Same with James Earl Jones. He may not have been in the suit, but he was the voice of Darth Vader. You think about Darth Vader, one of the most iconic characters in fiction, and you literally think about James Earl Jones. I mean, Darth Vader was intimidating. His voice was powerful, and it was terrifying. You know, that's a part of Vader that you think about. James Earl Jones' performance is what mattered. You know, that's the important part. He had talent. He brought the character to life, as I stated. That's all that mattered. Race didn't matter. Race played no part in this. It was sheerly because he was perfect for the role. That's what mattered. On May 2nd, Amy Smith came out stating double announcement. I'm so excited to share that I voiced both Izanami and Ayn in the latest At Dislight Sea of Sorrow event. So honored to have now voiced 5 Espers in Dislight. So she was excited for the role. Which, you know, of course, naturally anybody would think, oh, congratulations, right? You know, the normal line of thought on this, which tons of people were very happy for, that she got this, which was great. But this was short-lived, because other members of the industry did come in after, one person stating, came on Twitter and saw this in my For You. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Ayn a person of color? Looking over at Ayn's announcement on Dislight's Twitter, there seems to... Wait, there's no B in there. It's supposed to be seems to be, folks. Okay. Happy about Ayn being another great POC character in the game, so I'm quite confused.
Why?
The thing is, they're confused because this person's voicing the character. And you're thinking, what? It's because to them, they believe that, you know, oh man, race matters. The race has got to be the same as the character. And when you think that way, well, that's just wrong. But this is what their thought process is. This is where they go to. They think about how the race matters. And no, it doesn't. It's the talent. I mean, this is a ridiculous way to think. Another person from the industry came in and stated, did you see the character art before booking? That is very clearly a black character, so I thought I'd ask. Ah, yes, because being a smug prick about things is definitely going to make you look like the good guy in the situation. I mean, seriously, these people, this is all they're focusing on is race. They make themselves look like the bigots. They don't help their case. And then, this person right here. Now, this one, they have worked on some of the dubs of anime, Spy Family being one of them. I believe One Piece was another one. But they stated this. A warning to VAs, don't do this. It will never be worth the booking. This casting director didn't care, but many do, and it doesn't go unnoticed. We have to have trust in our actors, and this is a red flag. Yeah, what, the only red flag I'm seeing here is that you might be a bigot. Like, that's the only red flag I'm getting out of this situation. Oh man, and you know, if you also pay close attention, did you notice that the other character is Asian, and yet they don't seem to take issue with that, but they take issue with a white person playing as a character with a darker skin tone because, oh yeah, apparently that's racist by their standards. Oh man, they're a bunch of hypocrites. And look, when you look at anime, cartoons, TV shows, movies, you've had characters of multiple different skin colors. Blue, red, green, purple. I mean, I could go on. And here's the thing. You didn't see people complaining about any of that, right? But if it's a dark skin character, apparently that is bad if a white person plays that. You know, it's stupid. It's, you know, they make up reasons to be upset over nothing. And then they'll probably find a way to be upset about somebody playing as a blue character or something. Or they'll get to the point where they're like, oh man, humans are playing as animals. Like they'll look at Antonio Banderas, for example. They'll be like, oh, you played as Puss in Boots. Oh, you're a bigot. Because, you know, they'll get upset over anything and they'll just screech over nothing.
Check it out.
Unfortunately, a day later on May 4th, Amy Smith then came out and apologized. You know, this is the sad ending, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a good result because she came out, relinquished the role, and apologized, stating, I wish I had a better excuse, but I don't. I fucked up. But if I can sincerely wish for one thing, I hope it can be seen not as a malicious screw-up, but seen as a I make mistakes and can be fucking did sometimes kind of screw up. What hurts is I really do try my best to do the right thing when it comes to authentic casting. It's something I believe in, so to have this oversight in my own auditions is an incredibly hard thing to swallow. I had a thought process behind what I was seeing in this audition casting role, but it was clearly wrong. I'm really sorry. This has made me realize I do need to be much more vigilant with the choice of whether to submit or not to submit with certain auditions moving forward. Sometimes the answer is clear as day, and it's an easy yes or no for me. Whereas with some other auditions, I'll admit, on a personal level, I found it difficult to navigate. As voice actors, I completely recognize there's an ownership on us to make the right judgment calls, and I just need to refine mine much more. I'm really sorry to those that I let down, and for not supporting my fellow voice actors as much as I could be. I promise to be better. Thing about this is, yes, she did apologize, and that's something that you never do. You never apologize to these people. But same time, she was being attacked not just by terminally online Twitter idiots, but at the same time, she was also being attacked by the industry, by her own peers. I mean, it's actually sad, really. Instead of supporting her, they were against her. Then a voice casting and production agency came out and said this: "Attention voice actors, Amy's apology is being co-opted by people outside of our beloved community who are using her genuine acknowledgement of her own mistakes to martyr her and further a toxic, hateful agenda without knowing her or her values. No one deserves that. If you know us, then you know our values and our dedication to ethical practices in casting. We know Amy Smith. Well, take it from us, Amy Smith is a true advocate for proper casting practices. Amy made a stunning lapse in judgment by her own admission. She messed up. Whether you accept her apology or not, we respect you. We're not the people who were affected by her mistakes. We're not here to tell you to forgive. But either way, Amy is a voice actor. She's one of us. And none of us deserve to have our mistakes used by them to spread hate." What was the hate being spread? What, because people don't want to be segregated because of their skin color? Because, segregation is a terrible thing, and it's been something that throughout history has been fought against for a long, long time. Thing is that when these people sit over here and think that, oh man, we gotta hire based off of color for this character to match the color of their skin, that's just stupid. It's one of the stupidest things to go after, Amy Smith. She didn't deserve any of that. She did not deserve any of what she got. And I mean, we live truly in the darkest timeline. I don't think anybody can argue that, and I don't think Amy Smith should have given up her role. I don't. She didn't do anything wrong. I mean, all she did was audition for a role. Oh man, oh woe is me, she had a different skin color than the character, oh no. Who cares? Seriously, who cares? This whole thing, it never even needed to happen. Amy could have just kept the role, because she should have. These people shouldn't have attacked her. There was literally no reason for it. I mean, these are just disgusting people, and it's kind of the reason why some people try to stay away from the industry itself, because of things like this. Can't really blame them at this point. But, it's just a sad case overall. God, do we live in the darkest timeline. But anyways, just wanted to let you know before I go that I'm going to be having more content going up this week. So expect it later this week. Some news to catch up on, some new stuff as well, and maybe a review or two. But anyways, take care, everyone. Have a good day.